Hello, little ones. Would you like to hear a story? I've got one for you. Of dungeons and douchebags. Long ago, the land of Irion was governed by many majestic empires. The humans of the plains, the elves of the forest, the Oreads of the mountains, the Merrow of the oceans, and the kobolds and Okiti taking what was left. But, as is so common amongst all with darkness in their hearts, those who had power would not be satisfied until they had more. War broke out, alliances being made and broken in a second, as the once civilized races slew each other in droves in vain attempts to get one more seat of power. The kobolds, on the brink of annihilation, sought out a new draconic god who would protect them. Instead, they found Jogotha. A powerful and terrible dragon, Jogotha cared not for the suffering of those around him. Taking advantage of the warring continent, Jogotha razed Irion to the ground, seeking to carve a mighty empire in his name. A last desperate alliance stood firm against Jogotha, and after a terrible battle, the dragon was finally slain. With Irion torn apart, and no one in any shape to continue the war, an armistice was reached, and the Great War ended. Now, many years later, Irion has started to rebuild, and the age of clockwork has begun. And our unlikely heroes, gathered first to celebrate a harvest festival, may soon find themselves at the center of another war. Trevlon, the halfling bard.
I don't need sleep. All I need is a good case to follow.
Corellian, the kobold paladin.
I will not make the same mistakes again.
Malifane, the half-elf rogue.
I will find them. I will save them. Actions speak louder than words, boy.
Thavagat, the Goliath barbarian.
I am man of simple tastes. Friends. Drink. Cute little bunnies.
And Momo, the Arakakra cleric.
If we have to fight, we will fight together.
From humble beginnings, these brave adventurers may soon find themselves the key to saving the fallen empires. Last time on Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires. Our heroes arrived at the Hall of Champions, a glorified trophy room where the kobolds kept the bodies of those who had failed Trapfest, and their equipment, some of which was magical and some of which they allowed the party to take, including a belt of dwarven kind said to make people grow beards, and a bow that could fire grappling hooks and non-lethal shots, which seemed right up Malifane's alley. Among the treasures was a figurine of a bowing kobold, a figurine that would allow the heroes to walk safely through Myrdeal without getting jumped and presumably thrown back in jail or killed. As they explored the city streets, they found a kobold artist painting some portraits, including one of a half-elven woman with scars across her face that Corellian instantly recognized as Steavana Rotheart, the Lich Queen who had attempted to kill him using a dream wraith. Evidently to the kobolds she was known as the Whisperer, a figure who had approached King Zocti with the necromantic secrets about how to raise Sindre from the dead. Our heroes soon checked into the Well-Groomed Jackal, the only tavern in town, which unfortunately had very poor quality refreshments, and the quality of their sleeping arrangements was not that much better. However, being that it was the only tavern in town, it was an obvious meeting place for Zutzag Bronzai, who had escaped the kobold ambush that had brought them to Myrdeal. He was still concerned about where the priestess had gone, as Momo was concerned about Arias. But Zutzag had a theory that they were both kept in the Underforge prison, where valuable prisoners to Sindre were held. Getting underground would have been easy. It would be getting through that would have been difficult, as a whole host of angry kobolds would surely descend upon the heroes should they try an infiltration without a plan. Without a solid plan in mind, our heroes slept, but some of them woke up with splitting headaches that Trevlon seemed to associate with intellect devourers and creatures from the far realm. But Corellian was able to fairly easily get the headaches to go away with liberal usage of Leon. Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Douchebags, Fallen Empires, the show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. I'm your host, Alex. We're gonna come down and have some fun. Here are today's contestants. We've got JoJo.
I'm dancing.
JoJo's Good job. We've got Scott.
Hello, yes, I'm a politician from New York. I love long walks on the beach. Hey, is that a microphone? Oh, fuck.
We've got Atlas.
Catch me out back in the medieval times parking lot and throw down.
And
You mean
we've got Walrus.
It's me.
It's him. All
There's
right.
the boy.
So, when last we left off, our heroes were getting some shopping done in Myrdeal now that they had a reasonable certainty that they wouldn't get jumped, attacked, and thrown in jail or worse by a bunch of angry kobolds. They were splitting off. I believe it was Corellian and Thavagath, who is not here, so that's going to be fun. We're going to the Huge Cat, and the rest of the party was going to the Ordinary Berry, which apparently sold gadgets and guns of some kind.
Yes.
Great. Then there was the other probably important thing. The bodies of 2 kobolds going flying through the air above your heads, landing in a nearby alleyway and going crunch against a wall somewhere.
Oof.
You all want to take a look at that?
Yeah, probably.
Is there another trap fest going on?
Does Trapfest just continue after
Well,
a winner?
I mean, Sindri declared it over, so there's that, but we're kind of wasting time here while they, yeah.
Let's
go
get
check that
moving
out.
then.
Yeah.
Alright. You slink through the alleyways of Myrdeal to find the bodies of the 2 kobolds. You recognize these as the 2 kobolds who helped organize Trapfest, Offneats and Cleek.
Ooh. That's not good.
Oh,
Why would they be thrown out in the middle of here?
Maybe.
I don't know, you want to raise him and ask him?
what if they were thrown out because we won?
It's been way more than a minute.
Yeah. Honestly, in all probability, but, Carlin, looks at the party, looks at the kobold. Yeah, I'm gonna search him.
Cool. You're gonna... How are you gonna search them? Are you gonna, check their wounds, or are you gonna check what's in their pockets, or...
Oh, I was gonna actually a bit of both, if
Cool.
there was anything else other than the crunch, but also if they had anything in their pockets and about
Cool.
them.
Medicine check and investigation check, please. Alright. You don't really find anything of much use in the pockets of Cleek and Offneats. However, along with the blunt force trauma that comes from being launched through the air and slamming into a stone wall at several miles an hour, Offneats appears to have several stab wounds in his body.
Ooh. How many stab wounds exactly?
Like 5. Way more than would be necessary to kill
Yeah,
Offneats.
I'd say someone was really pissed.
This is clear brutality.
Well, yes, but, I mean, Carlin just sort of shrugs. Never mind, you wouldn't get it.
Wow, okay.
Perhaps they're upset that we lost Trapfest?
Well, that we won.
We won.
Yeah. Or that we didn't lose.
That's what I meant. That's what I
Yeah.
meant.
Well, can travel on roll history to possibly figure out, in the grand scheme of Myrdeal's, social hierarchy, how high were these guys?
Can I help him with that?
Yeah, go for it.
Come on, history check, make me happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm helping you. I
So-
lived in Myrdeal.
Yep.
There we go.
Alright. So, you remember when running through Trapfest that Offneats was the master of ceremonies for Trapfest, so at least for that particular part of Kobold society, you'd imagine he was fairly high up. Cleek didn't appear to be very high on any totem pole. In fact, you're not sure he even designed anything in Trapfest, he just raised the Giralon.
Well, certainly, Acme really. Somebody powerful wanted him dead, pretty sure. 'Cause he's pretty powerful himself. But well, the fact that Cleek and Archmead are together suggests that they had similar reasons for their fates, and well, the only thing I can think of that they were together for was our Trapfest.
Presumably. I mean, this may be taking a leap in logic here, but we were treated pretty fairly, all things considered. That's not what I expected.
The queen, the dragon herself, said she had use for us, right?
That's probably
Was
why.
that preordained?
I mean, yeah, probably. Sindre has a claw in all the affairs of Myrdeal. She is the queen after. If she wants something, all she has to do is not even snap her claws, and, probably 20 kobolds will make it happen.
I did have a thought. Well, it'd probably be easier to have undead servants than living and contractually obligated ones, right? Maybe we were supposed to die in the Trapfest. Maybe we were to be taken and used.
If that's...
Well...
Very morbid.
Morbid, yes, but also totally what a bad person would do in this situation. Somebody who wants to get the job done.
Sorry, we should get moving before other people get curious.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, do we actually know where they actually were flung from?
Probably, you got the general direction, but you're not sure where precisely the flinging would have started.
Yeah. I say we scatter for now, and we keep our backs covered. Sound fair?
That works for me.
Yeah.
Alright, you head out of the alleyway before anyone starts asking any questions that would be inconvenient for your continued health and prosperity here in Myrdeal.
Yay.
Alright, so, are you once again going to the shops, or...?
I mean, I don't really want to tag along with you lot, because I probably wouldn't be the best idea. But on the other hand, Thavagoth looks kind of out of it, to say the least.
Maybe we should
Almost
take
gonna,
Thav off your hands.
jump up and wave his hand in front of Thav's face.
Oh, I am sorry. I was thinking about all sorts of cute and fuzzy animals and potential for to buying them.
He seems abnormal, but maybe we
His eyes
should...
are a bit glassy.
Corellian,
It's fine,
try
we'll-
to keep a sharper eye on him.
Yeah, sure. Fine. We'll go off and take a look at cute, fuzzy, probably not fuzzy animals.
Oh, I am all at Twitter.
We should have a meeting spot for afterwards. Say back at the tavern.
Yeah?
I mean, that's what I was gonna go for, so... Yeah, that sounds good, says that Zag. Cool. Alright. You, split off. Corellian, you know where the huge cat is. It's been there for a while and hasn't moved. It's gonna take a little bit to go over there. So, we're going to go over first to the Ordinary Berry. This particular storefront is decorated with more clockwork parts, like polished sheets of brass, turning gears, a couple of steel wires going to and fro in various places, all hanging over a door that makes a little buzzing sound when you push it open. You look inside, and all sorts of devices are just kind of scattered around randomly in bins and stuff. Ball bearings, cogs, flasks of oil. You're pretty sure you see a couple of bear traps in here somewhere. The kobold manning the the register for this particular store, looks up from polishing a gun, gives a quick grunt, and then goes back to what he was doing.
I suppose we should have a look at what they got.
All right. You take a look around, rummaging through the bins, and this is what you're able to find.
What's an abacus?
It counts.
Sort of. Yeah, it's like a. You basically put the dice, the little beads to one side, and you basically make it easier for you to.
Oh.
Let's take a look.
The barrel organ. What exactly is that?
So, it's basically kind of like an accordion, but you turn the crank while playing some keys and it makes music.
Ah, I need this.
I love it.
Travlon immediately has a ooh to that, and takes out a platinum piece and looks at the register E, and says, "This will be able to pay for the barrel organ, right?"
The kobold looks up, looks down at the single platinum piece, looks back up. What I hear, platinum's worth what I hear, platinum's worth 10 gold.
Yep, just remembered that. He takes out 2 more and pops them on the counter.
He just slides the coins into a bag behind the counter. All yours.
Fabulous. Trev goes up to pick the pipe organ. The barrel organ, I should say.
Barrel organ.
Trevor, do you even know how to play that?
I could learn. Besides, I need something to get my mind off of all this hideousness at the moment. And generally speaking, learning a new fun instrument is a good way of doing that for me.
Speaking of fun, Malphane has his eyes on the dragon chess set. How many of you lot know how to... Oh, yeah?
Out of character, I was looking at that and I was like, Malphane would really like that.
How many of you lot know how to play a good game of dragon chess?
I watched some of the monks around my church do it.
Really? I
Oh,
wouldn't.
nice.
I honestly wouldn't have taken you for someone who would be interested in that. How much?
The kobold looks up, says, 20 gold, and Zutzag's looking over this one too. Snaps his fingers. Yeah. I think I know why this one's more expensive than a regular set. See, there's a little crank on the bottom here. So if you only got like a single player, you can play against the set itself.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is incredibly advanced.
Malphane takes a look at the crank and just he basically just wants to see how this works.
Cool. All right. There is a demo set up along a table. You sit down. Are you just randomly turning the crank?
Yeah, basically.
Cool. All right. You hear a click, a whir, and a ding. You think the set is expecting you to move first.
Oh, wow. That is fascinating. Should I actually roll to go against this, or...?
You're just testing how it works, so,
yeah.
I'm going to say you move one of your soldiers forward. Shortly after, you hear some more whirring and then another whir as another soldier from the opposite side slides forward a couple of spaces. You continue this process, and you're pretty sure it's moving pieces according to what piece you put down on another space.
Well, I've certainly been convinced.
Didn't realize that I was able to keep your people. Technology is kind of insane these days, making.
You're not kidding.
Mama
Borderline
wants
like
to poke the quote unquote opponent's pieces. Just like take like the lightest finger he can and just poke it just a tiny bit.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh! I'm afraid.
Do it.
Do it, you coward.
You got it.
You poke the piece. Congratulations.
Let's see. Ignore me.
If you're really looking into how it works, make an intelligence check.
Oh, okay. I thought someone was gonna keep talking.
I thought I was going to do that, and I was like, wait. When's
Wait.
the option?
Investigation?
Sure, yeah, investigation. All right. You notice that the layered boards in this Clockwork Dragon chess set are thicker in width than a typical dragon chess board. And given the whirring and scraping sounds that you hear from the set, you would imagine that there are a series of, like, magnets and sensors in the board. So that, like, when one piece is moved, it can tell, oh, this is my turn, click into move piece mode, activate a magnet to move a piece to another space.
That's incredible.
It's also 20 gold, says the kobold behind the counter.
I'm calculating everything. Give me a second. That's Scott speaking. Because I'm getting more than just the chess.
Cool.
Clockwork
and-
dog?
Yeah, I was about to say, what is that?
The kobold sighs, whistles, and then you hear this mechanical sound as a miniature, like, dog-like automaton made of brass, tin, iron, and all sorts of moving gears and bits slowly strolls out from behind the counter.
What? Oh.
That's a
Mama was
clockwork
hiding
dog.
behind
You
that
ass.
guy. They're
Oh,
alive!
that's-
They're alive! They're gonna kill us all!
That's perfect. Right, okay. Yeah. How much is that again?
5 gold.
Done. And Trevlin walks over 5 gold.
Okay, whatever. You
All
now
right,
have
yeah,
barrel
now-
organ and clockwork dog.
Yes.
Mal forks over enough to get the Clockwork Dragon chess set, as well as 5 flasks of oil and some ball bearings.
Cool. All right. You pick those up out of the bins and pay for them because the kobold behind the counter isn't moving from behind the counter. He's just taking the gold happily.
Oh,
All right.
Before I forget, you guys head down a razor, do you?
Sorry?
The kobold looks up from behind the counter, raises an eyebrow. You thinking of shaving?
For shape. Yeah.
5 gold.
Oh, crap. Trevlon pulls out another platinum piece and goes, you split?
He says, very inconvenienced, digging through his bag, just kind of tossing 5 gold pieces your direction, not bothering to see if you catch them in any way.
Thank you. And should I roll to see if I can catch them?
Sure, make a sleight of hand check.
Hell yeah.
You get
That's not
like
best.
2.
That was a difficult throw, my friend. I tried my best. Trevlon scoops up the rest of the point.
All right. Is that gonna be all for you?
It's all for me. What about you guys?
I think I'm good.
So,
If you don't mind me saying something out of character, because I think some people might be interested in it, but wasn't it rumored that this place sold firearms as well?
I forgot about
I
that.
also did.
Hmm.
Sorry, don't mind me.
What's about that? That was for the chat, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Trevlon sort of immediately has a moment of epiphany and says, "Oh, I've seen some kobolds out in the out there with interesting-looking weapons. I was wondering if you knew anything about that."
The kobold looks up from polishing his gun, looks back down, continues doing so.
Do you sell those? Pointing at the firearm.
Oh, well,
If you're going to be straightforward about that.
The kobold looks back up, looks over all of you, rolls his eyes, looks over at Zutzag. Looks like you're covered.
I know we're covered for now, but this one, and Trevlon sort of
Hi!
tilts his head to Zutzag. Yeah, this one isn't going to stay with us for our entire adventures together. And, you know, they look very useful. We pay. Good money. I might be able to roll persuasion to perhaps loosen this
go
guy's
for
gears.
it.
Yeah.
You say this. Kobold sighs again. King Zocti says no firearms to outsiders.
Of course.
Rats. Well, if
Are there
if
any?
our friend here and Trevlon sort of nods to say, oh god, I've completely forgotten our friend's name. That's really
Was that
Zutzag.
My name's Zutzag!
yeah.
And
Yeah,
it has been
Zutzag.
for a while, actually.
I know it's not you. It's not you that's changed. It's my memory, and it's changed from okay to not. If he were to purchase guns in, that would be fine, right?
The kobold looks back up. I'm not that stupid. I know you're trying to game the system.
Yeah, I am. It was worth a shot. I'm not gonna try and go through all that route. I'm not gonna say, oh no, I just think this guy really needs another big gun that he.
I've got like
needs.
3.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. Anyway, thank you.
Are there
for
any
your...
errands that we could do for the weapons?
I
If
think
not,
it's best if we just leave things be for now.
Alright, let's rather try.
I know.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for the pipe, this thing, and Trevlon gestures to the barrel organ. And thank you for my new friend. And Trevlon would like to whistle for the dog to follow.
The dog slowly shuffles along after you with a... eventually catching up and going...
Momo just looks down at it and just like, oh.
I can't tell whether or not I'm getting this for my personal just yes to this, because I do have a lot of that, or just to see the look on Pavagaf's face when he sees metal creature. There's going to be a lot of conflicting feelings that I'm very interested in.
You wonder if he may even accept it to begin with. For all we know, it may have to be only organic.
We'll see where that druid mindset goes. Anyway, thank
Momo
you,
wants to push over the clockwork dog with his toe.
Oh, you're mean.
Make a strength check.
You're mean, Jojo.
Strength check?
Mm-hmm.
It's made of metal, dude.
That's a strength save. I think it's going to be the same thing, though, so... You knock over the clockwork dog. It lands with a chomp and helplessly flails its legs in the air and goes...
Oh no, I feel bad! And I pick it back up. And I pick it back up.
That better have been an accident. I'm a journalist, I'm a journalist. I can write a really, really accurate story about how Momo's a real...
Wow.
Let me pick it back up.
You pick
While this
the
is
dog
happening,
back
Malphite's-
up.
Yeah, while these two are having at it, Malphine's just gonna pet the doggo.
I'm petting the doggo. Wait your turn.
You're fighting with Trevlon. Wait your turn.
Yeah.
I picked it back up, and I'm now petting it, you peasant.
Yeah,
If I see
somewhere,
you
Gruvon
beginning to burn
Gorewalker,
again.
Lord of the Plague Lords, who wanted to rip out Malaphane's brain, looks on in disgust because Momo kicked the fucking dog.
You're
You are
next.
evil.
Even evil has its standards.
I swear, if either of you touch Barnabas in that way again, you're done.
No, I
Come on,
didn't know what it was. I wanted to. And he just picks up the damn dog and starts cradling it.
Are you sure you should be that close to it? I mean, you are pretty dangerous around that thing.
Look, we're friends. We're good friends. He doesn't appreciate this assault.
Okay. You head out, all sorts of gadgets in tow. Zutzag helping push the barrel organ around, because it's big and fucking heavy.
I'm gonna
Meanwhile-
probably need to send that to like a male person to get that.
Probably. You run into, once more, the problem of big and wheeled things going around the narrow streets of Myrdeal. Because it does not have, like, curving corners for their streets. It's right angles all the way. Good luck turning.
Ugh.
So, we're going to leave the adventures of pushing that thing all the way to the tavern or the carriage house or whatever, and head over to the huge cat. The huge cat
Yes.
is, it's an older stoneworked building. There's been, a little bit of erosion on this particular thing that no one's bothered, chiseling out, buffing out, polishing up. And as you, there's not really an entryway either, just you step under an overhang of rock and you're in there. And you can tell because there's a shit ton of straw all around and a couple of small animals just running free, over your feet, over Thabagat's feet, just wherever the hell they want to.
How many, like, what are the variety of small animals that are scurrying around the building?
I'm glad you asked, because it looks like for sale at the huge cat are these things.
I want a frog.
Too bad you're not here.
Too bad you're not here, fucko!
Anger!
Corellian sort of like glances up at Thavaгаth, who I presume is just completely enamored with all the friends around.
Yeah, this is my dream. I will never leave here.
There's a proprietor, I presume, yes?
Yes, there is. You see a sign, with, written in Draconic, knock for service written on it. It doesn't specify where to knock.
Is there a counter?
Not really.
Corellian sort of like looks at the sign, looks around, knocks on the sign.
And suddenly you hear behind you, yes? You turn around, and there's an old, kobold woman with white scales, hunched over, twitchy eye and twitchy claws, just kinda held in front of her, like a dog or a cat does when they're on their belly, and they raise up their paws like, pet me right now.
Right, yes, thank you. Wow, that was very quick.
You want an animal?
Yes, are all the animals here trained?
Trained? She says, tilting her head in confusion.
Well, as in, they won't just, run off the instant we leave the place, or we leave town, or I leave for anywhere, go outside, so on and so forth.
I don't know. They just show up here.
They just show up here.
Mm-hmm.
As in, just, you come upstairs in the morning to, presumably feed your wares, and there are just new animals here, random?
Yes, that's correct.
Have you... This might be a bit of a long shot, but, have you ever met someone by the name of Chicken Bait?
No, that's a pretty distinct name.
Might have been known as Snorn?
Oh, now I see see what you mean. This is a family business. You see, my name is Snorn. I'm filling in for my brother Snorn. Though usually, actually, no, he wouldn't be in today. That would be his brother Snorn. And then normally we have a whole lot of other people. I think they got drunk at Trap Fest. We also got Snorn. No, wait, not Snorn. Snorn. Yes, Snorn. That's who I was thinking of. And then Tavern probably. There's also going to be Snorn, and Snorn.
Right, quite an illustrious family tree, if I do say so. Was there ever a Snorn that had a bit to do with what's it called? Cockatrice?
You mean Stone Chicken?
Yes, exactly. Stone chicken.
Oh yeah, we tried to eat those.
How'd that work out for you?
We couldn't find one to eat. That was unfortunate.
I see. How does one, just out of if you'll indulge me, how does one eat or prepare a stone chicken?
Well, first you open your mouth, you put the stone chicken in your mouth, and then you close your mouth.
Right. I see. Of course. How could I have been so foolish as to think there was any other way?
You're really stupid of you.
Truly, indeed. I mean, most of the best things in life are eaten raw, after all. I'm interested in one of your bats.
Okay. 2 copper and I can try to go get one off the ceiling.
Crowley's sort of like, you know what? Take a silver and try and get one off the ceiling for me.
Okay. The old kobold woman reaches down into the hay, pulls a 10-foot pole from nowhere, and starts whacking at the ceiling with it like bonk, bonk, bonk. And eventually several bats fly down. She reaches down again, takes a cloth sack from the straw and the hay, and just throws it over one of the bats, ties it closed, hands it over. Okay, here you go.
Thank you very much. That was, very efficient. Yes.
I know! I mean, Snorn does it better than me, but you should really see Snorn, because Snorn, wow, Snorn is a master at work.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine. Say, you wouldn't happen to know if there are folk around here who use giant bats at all, do you?
Oh yeah, you could go ask Snorn. Snorn rides them giant bats too. There's also going to be Snorn. Wait, no, Snorn not lost his giant bat license. But Snorn got it though. Snorn got it on the same day. That's a hell of a coincidence. Then there's Snorn, and no, not Snurn. Snurn has taken a vow of abstinence from giant bats.
Fascinating, but also, damn, it really takes a lot to lose your giant bat license once you get it, from what I understand.
I mean, you just get too many bottles of whiskey, you go fly against a bahia, and things happen, you know?
I would absolutely not know. But yes, I get your drift. Alright. Say, Thavagath, you, doing alright there?
I want everything.
I don't think that we can... You already have a goat at home.
But I can get Goat 2 and call him Goat 2.
You already have a goat at home. I am absolutely vetoing any more goats. We all remember what happened to the first goat, too.
That was not Goat 2.
And you also have a chicken at home.
But then I can have chicken too. Is simple math.
Don't you think Chicken 1 would get a little jealous?
Chicken 1 is bit of bastard.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you mentioned the other day. I will... 2 animals. Maybe 3 if you can convince me.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I am thinking. Damn it, there is no donkey, otherwise I could go full Brementown musicians on this shit.
Very true. It would have been definitely worth it for the laughs. Though I'm not sure anyone else would have gotten it, but, you know.
I
You
am
can always come back for it.
I am thinking maybe pig, cat, and goat.
Do you have to get a second goat?
I told you, is goat too. Goat harder.
Go to electric boogie goat.
Fine, but you're responsible for all three of them, and should anything happen to those animals, it is your fault, and your fault alone. And also remember, we can always come back and get them later before we presumably leave town. Yeah.
I am not seeing problem with this. This is something like good plan. I will deduct from my own savings because I have shit ton of money.
Excellent. I sure hope you remember that you bought these in the morning, or else it'll be a hell of a thing to explain.
I cannot possibly see any problem with explaining to me that I am buying animals.
Yeah, you know, when you put it that way, it sure makes sense. Future you would do exactly what past you and present you are doing.
See, there you go. It is all making sense.
Yes. Well, thank you, Snorn. Please give my regards to Snorn, and Snorn. It was a pleasure
Oh,
to
no,
meet
I will not give any regards to Snorn. Snorn is a bastard. Snorn, though, Snorn I can do.
Totally fair, of course. Have a lovely rest of your day.
Okay.
And eventually, after you wrangle those animals, and Thav just is carrying them all in a big ball of animal, you head out of the huge cat.
I don't have anywhere else to be. I presume you don't have anywhere else to be. You don't? Great, perfect. I'm fine with going back to the tavern and, yeah, waiting, I suppose. I don't really want to go anywhere else. Or anywhere.
Okay. Alright. So, eventually, you all meet up back at the tavern, lugging in the heavy barrel organ from the ordinary berry, and carrying in several animals from the huge cat.
Both metal and not.
As Corellian and Thav are walking in, Malifane looks to the door, notices the animals, is about to say something, and then just lowers
Colin
his...
just shakes
yeah,
their head.
just goes back to doing what he was doing.
Travlon nods, knowing exactly what just happened. And sort of looks to Thav, who enters, and says, Thav, look at my dog. Do you like him?
Thavagath looks at the mechanical dog that is just kind of waving its legs in the air, because I'm assuming Momo's still holding it, and going, what is that?
I like
and
it.
why can I not pet?
You can... Wait. You can pet, but it's...
Yeah.
Okay, you know what?
I'm assuming I
that's a dog.
cannot pet because I have not pet already.
That's... You know what? Go nuts. Don't be too rough on him. He will fall over.
With a mighty hand, Thavagath goes to pet the dog, and then some very delicate parts snap under the weight of Thavagath's pet, which were exacerbated by Momo kicking it. The dog goes, "Ah!" and then just falls over limply.
Number 2.
I could take a look at that, maybe, if you want me to.
Everything I love dies.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'd be happy to take a look at it and see if I could get it running again. Krellian says, despite not being the best tinker, but wants to really do something at least.
Okay. Trevlon, do you want Corellian to try and fix it?
Oh, Trevlon's not moving at all, so he can't protest. He's just shocked and sad.
Oh.
Go.
Cool. Tinker's Tools, Dexterity. Hey, despite not really knowing how to make a clockwork dog, you are nimble enough with your fingers that you do know how to put stuff back together once it's broken into tiny pieces. So eventually, the clockwork dog is back in working condition.
Right, just please be very careful with it. I don't know if it can take too much more of a beating.
I tried pet, but I destroy. What has my life become?
That's okay, Abigath. You have, goat too, and also pig and cat. I presume you're naming them pig and cat, but, you know,
I will
egg on my face if that-
I will determine once strange visions leave my head.
Excuse me?
I am
That's
having
probably for the
out-of-body
best.
experience. Do not minding me.
It's best not to ask too many questions, probably. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna say for sure, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna leave that be. Momo, do you want to go a round of chess, or?
I can give it a try.
There's a good one. Alright, let's play.
Cool. I'm gonna have you make competing intelligence checks.
Alrighty.
Okay. That's a saving throw. Haha, caught myself.
Haha.
Aha.
Alright. Momo, you are naturally fairly good at dragon chess. It's one of the things that kept you occupied when you were done with your chores back at your monastery. And it's a very close game. Malifane, however, you have played a lot of dragon chess. So at the very last moment of the game, after like a solid hour of playing, when it looks like you're on the ropes, you make one last maneuver, and Momo is checkmated.
And that's game.
How'd you learn how to do that? I learned how to play by watching, but like, who taught you?
I was self-taught. I've just been wandering around for a while, and I saw a couple people playing. I just watched and I learned. You put up a good game.
Oh,
Good job there, Momo.
thank you. I really.
That dragon chess is a really good way to study tactics, at least. If you keep
It is.
at it, maybe you'll learn a thing or two.
Perhaps, maybe.
Alright. You talk, you buy a couple of rounds of ale. It is still terrible, terrible ale. And you pass into the evening. Zutzag clears his throat.
I don't mean to be like a total party pooper. Are we going to come up with a plan to, free our friends and kill people who are holding our friends and stuff?
Wow, okay.
Okay, well, that's a no. I am much less confident now.
For those who out of character, for those who didn't see, Walrus left and re-entered the call.
Yeah, I had to fix my microphone.
Oh boy.
Good.
Look.
You're good?
I'm good.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Before Trevor forgets, I was trying to say this. I didn't realize why I was not. I was trying to give the razor. I was like, it was just. We were still talking. I was like, I thought razor, and now I realize my mic suck. I give Corellian the razor.
Oh, thank you. Quickly, how much do I owe you?
Don't do that. You asked for a razor. I give you it as a friend. You do not owe me anything. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
I'm gonna assume this all happens before Zutzag said his thing.
No, I
Yeah.
heard what Zutzak said.
Seg.
Okay. Zutzig. Zutzak, do you know when there's perhaps a time when there's less guards on patrol in, where they're being held?
There's a changing of the guard around midnight or so.
What time is it now?
It's around 8 in the evening.
Well, that's...
Wait, are we doing this tonight?
We have to. I think we don't have any other really option. We have to do this now or never.
Square rush.
The more we wait, the more chance that we're either going to be used for our onlookers' dirty work or killed to do the onlookers' dirty work. And the quicker we get this done, the quicker we manage to avoid that possibility.
Zutzag!
Got here though. Don't you think we're going to be? Don't you think they're going to be suspecting us already?
They're gonna be suspecting you all no matter, or us, everyone, no matter what we do. Did you listen to King Zocti at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zutzag, didn't you say you had extra firearms?
Yeah, I have, I got 2 pistols in my belt just in case something's, at close enough range where the rifle wouldn't be as effective.
Those are his guns.
Please don't touch my guns, they might explode in your hand!
Do they do...
Don't
oh, yeah, wait a minute.
Don't touch his guns.
In retrospect, I remember the last time I touched a gun and exploded on my hand, so fair.
After the experience on the oil rig, I personally wouldn't be caught dead with those things.
Besides, Momo, we can launch fire out of our hands. We got this. Don't worry about it. Okay. Zatzag, would you be able to lead us to where they might be being held when the time comes?
Do you have a map?
Not with me, but considering I grew up in the Warrens, I should know my way around.
Fair enough.
If anything goes wrong, I shouldn't have changed that much.
If you can describe enough of the landscape, I might be able to draw us up a map.
Yeah, sure.
He has made an intelligence check successfully to be able to describe it. Make a...
I have calligraphers.
Yeah, make a calligrapher's tool set with... Actually, wait. To draw a map? That's cartographer's tools.
Just a base. I grabbed the wrong tool.
Fuck!
I grabbed the wrong tool. Can I still make any other kind of check?
Yeah, you can make calligraphers with disadvantage intelligence as he describes this winding network of tunnels.
You can make a very pretty map.
Pray for me.
Pray.
Can I try and assist? Or not. Never mind.
Okay.
I was able to draw a map on the oil rig, and you said it was okay.
You were directly there. You're working off of secondhand information. You don't get that advantage.
It's abstract.
I mean...
You could probably go to Artist's Alley and sell it.
It's a very work in progress.
Sure.
And then there should be good thing too.
It's a very functioning piece of art, but not necessarily a functioning map. I think we're just gonna have to follow you, my friend.
Okay, so just to recap, first area is like the winding network of like warrens and tunnels and stuff. That's where a lot of ambushes happen. If we can find a way to get through those undetected, that's going to solve a lot of problems. Undetected's going to be a problem, but like if we looked like we were there for a reason, that might help.
What else in the Warrens what is down in the Warrens apart from where they keep prisoners?
Well, it splits off in 2 directions, I think, once you get past the main Warrens area. Like, first of all, there's, like,
the gathering area. I think they turned that into an altar. It's really spooky in there. But that connects to the minecarts, and the minecarts will get you to the prison.
And the other way?
The other way, that's gonna lead to, like, the Dwarven Underforge area, where they used to, like, build things and have a city in there and stuff like that.
Maybe until we get to that splitting off, we could just say that we've been sent to find some ancient relic for the Almighty Queen.
I don't think they're going to buy that.
Why the fact that she send you all?
Listen, remember she said that she had use for us.
She's got like 100 kobolds who live there who could do it.
Fine.
She has their undying trust, love, devotion, etc. Subservience, fear. Mostly the last two.
That's a fair point. I retract my plan.
Are there any very common names that we could say?
Like, we're visiting?
Maybe
yeah, we can see we were visiting my buddy. Oh God, what was his name again? It's gonna come to me. It's gonna come to me.
Well, there's a whole family of Snorns. I know that.
Snorn, that's it. How did you know?
Yeah. I mean, listen. How could you not know about the Snorns, right?
Right. I mean, now I feel really stupid for forgetting.
But not Snorn. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, definitely not Snorn. He's the worst.
It seems that you two have a very comprehensive knowledge on Snorns.
Well, I mean, there's a Snorn that lives at Battenrance.
No shit, really? That's his... Huh.
Yeah, you never asked?
I never did.
Oh, well, alright.
Wait, there are more Snorns?
Yes.
Like a lot. Like there's Snorn, there's Snorn, there's Snorn, there's Snorn, Snorn, we can't forget about him, there's Snorn.
I hate to be a bother, but perhaps we should get back to the topic at hand.
Right. We'll talk about Snorns later.
Indeed.
On the way down to the split, saying that we're going to visit one of the many Snorns, do you think that we could pass that off as a reason?
Says Zach.
What if we had some sort of documentation?
Maybe not documentation, but a reason. Yeah, I was going to say, we don't think they're going to look at documents that we've nicely written and signed. I think.
Wait, very weird question, but how do kobolds celebrate birthdays?
What?
Don't they? I'm pretty sure I remember this. I've asked about this.
I don't. Would you? Is that a human thing, Corellian, or?
Yeah, it's a humanoid thing. They're not born in clutches like we are.
Ah, well, that sounds really inefficient.
It's well, a little bit, but that's besides the point. That's not gonna be a reason then. Fair enough. Maybe we're carrying on a message from one of the Snorns down south.
But why would we all be going down there to send a message?
Well, that's a very good question, and I'm thinking about it.
Davagath eventually snaps to, wait, we are going to prison, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Technically speaking.
Why not say we are going to prison?
Yeah. Yes.
That is a very good idea.
Do you... If you two act as guards, you could make sure that we get there safe.
I don't know if I would be the...
Do you guys wear armor in the prison?
Act as guards, I'm captain of the guard. I am captain of the guard, oh my god!
You're fucking what, Zatzag?
Zatzag?
It's one of you that's the captain of the fucking guard. Since when?
Didn't I say my name was Captain Zutzak Bronzeye?
Yes,
You
but
said
didn't
captain, but I thought you were like the
specify.
captain of like a pirate ship or like your own special troop of rebels. Not you.
Oh, that would be rad!
Specific.
That would be pretty rad. But you're the captain of the fucking guard. When did that happen?
A couple of years ago, when I made this, and they were like, I don't know how to make this. Hey, you want to lead the guards? You can tell us how to make this. And I was like, okay.
All right,
I don't
Zutzak,
remember.
plan. Oh, plan.
Mal takes another
Zutzak,
drink.
Zutzak, you're arresting us and you're sending us back down to prison. That perfect. We have a motive and we have somebody who has an authority to actually let us go down there.
Well, what if they take all our stuff away again?
Well, Zutzak's the captain of the guard, isn't he?
He could possibly say that we I don't know. There's a place that we to put it down in there. Is there like an evidence locker or something like that?
Yeah, we could toss your stuff in the horde or like say we're doing that.
Say we're
Fine.
doing that.
Yeah. You could say that we're going away quietly and we're not going to use our weapons.
Well, what would be our reason for going down there in case anyone asks?
You're going to
Apart from-
prison! I thought that was the reason!
Yeah, that's
No, like,
that's all that.
no, why are we going to prison?
Momo, let me
Oh,
explain
right.
something to you. They don't need a reason to arrest you. If you're arrested,
Yeah.
you're arrested.
That's very true.
Who's
Remember what
gonna
happened?
question the word of the captain of the guard?
Remember how we literally got here? We got arrested for being. That was it.
Well,
And then, yeah.
there was bunk about, conspiracies.
Yeah, being spies, thieves, and assassins. That's not the reason, though, is it?
Yeah, keep your voice down. It's the presumed reason. It's reason
Yeah.
enough.
Fair enough.
It's the reason he's
If
gonna
you
go
don't-
with until you're dead, in which case he's gonna change it to whatever, because no one's gonna stop him.
Yeah, sounds about
You know
right.
what? If you're looking for a reason, Mo, there's one. We're that.
Okay.
Presumable.
Presumed.
Okay.
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 This
Okay.
This
sounds
sucks.
like a... Yeah, this is a horribly dangerous and possibly flawed plan, but it's the
Yep,
only
we're
one we
doing
got,
it
and it's...
anyway.
I do not recall any time we have done any other type of plan.
Yeah, no. It's always almost off the cuff with us, and we just go with it.
That's why we're cool.
That's why we're cool. Yes, I
Debatable.
agree.
We're
Oh,
pretty
we managed.
cool, you have to be honest.
Mal takes another swig before saying,
You all are warm-blooded, so do with that what you will.
Bada
No.
bing, nice joke.
Mal says, how have we managed to survive this long before? Like,
You have a good question.
Dumb luck.
Dumb luck. But, at the same time, we have good... dumb luck, no.
I'm terrified.
we all are.
Don't worry.
You and us all.
For some reason, luck seems to shine on us a hell of a lot, and you know what?
Are you sure about that?
Well, this is the thing. We managed to get our jobs done pretty, usually not that badly, and then it plays horrible pranks on us for letting us do that. That's how it works with us.
And by getting our jobs done not horribly badly, you mean, a few of us get to death's door at least a few times every...
But we get it done. We get it done. That's the important thing.
Trevlon, you've been the closest to dying the most times out of all of us. I don't know how the fuck you're so damn optimistic.
On the contrary, the closest to dying in general would be the big guy over here.
He literally
Yeah, he literally died.
I have looked death in the
And,
face and was terrified at what I had seen. I will
I
not
don't
talk.
want to think about that.
Neither do
Anyway.
I. Doesn't seem like the best time.
If you want my thoughts on this, Corellian, yes, I can't help but admit that I have, I've nearly got there a couple times, to put it
Yeah.
mildly.
I should know. I end up... Never mind.
the point is, the reason that I'm so positive about this is because negative, I'm dead. The reason I came back, the reason I'm keeping going is because I know that there's a shot. A damn good shot. So, let's take a damn good shot at this and get nice and arrested.
All right.
Do we have any other option?
Nope.
What are we waiting for?
Let's do this!
We've got time to debate other options, but that's the one we thought of.
Well, let's not waste any more time and let's do this.
Agreed.
All right. You all get what rest you can, and then before the stroke of midnight, Zutzag wakes you up and is like,
All right, who's ready to get arrested?
Me!
Great. I don't.
Captain.
I don't have handcuffs, so you're gonna have to pretend.
We have rope.
Yeah, we have a lot of rope.
Plenty of rope.
Okay, great. Just give me a second.
and he tries his best to tie some ropes. He rolled a 4. They are very,
Oh.
very
Can I
terrible and
offer him
loose ropes.
advantage? Can I offer him
just-
advantage with my knowledge of it?
I just want to do it instead.
I could do
I mean,
that too. Yes.
You're so
Tie
good
the
with...
false loop.
This is the first
Yeah.
and last time I will ever tell you to tie me up. So
Oh my goodness.
Let's do the sleight of hand. Yes.
Sleight of hand, yes.
Right.
Yeah, that is a much better job than Zutzag. Zutzag was pretty terrible about it. Given that the idea is to not tightly bind everyone, you make the rope look like it is tightly binding everyone so that they can just snap out of it very, very quickly if they need to.
Yay.
Nice there, and done. How's that?
And
I
remind me again,
feel-
if we need to get out of it, we can just pull it apart and we'll be free.
That should be the idea.
How are you going to be able to tie your own, Mal?
I didn't think this through.
Zutzag looks up, holds up his own attempt at a knot.
Maybe you can give it a go, Malifane?
I think one of us should do it. I mean, our hands are tied. We can still use our fingers or claws or whatever.
I could try.
You think you're going to be able to?
I mean, could you tell me what to do? I'm really good at following instructions.
All right then. Mal hands Momo the rope and tries to tell him word for word, like just basic instructions.
And I turn around and try to use my, quote, tied up hands to do it.
Okay, sleight of hand with disadvantage, Momo.
Oh,
I was
That's
gonna say
okay.
it's damn impossible, but you're giving instructions, so...
that's fair.
Oh
Wow.
my god!
Disadvantage!
That was some pretty good instruction.
I told you
Damn,
I
I'm
was good
good.
at following instructions.
Damn, I'm good. No, damn, we're good.
Heck yeah!
High five.
Very synchronized high five.
That's a 1 in 400 chance!
Of all the things!
Wow.
Someone clip that! Someone
Please.
clip that!
I'm so happy!
Flip it quick.
That was just luck.
Seriously, what the hell? Do
Amazingly!
your thing, Alex.
Amazingly, with your tiny feathered fingers and not being able to look at the knot, following only verbal instructions, you tie the perfect slip-off knot. No questions asked. My God, you're a miracle worker.
Momo knows how to
Alex.
follow instructions.
Nice work, Momo.
I can't believe I did that.
Impressed.
Yeah,
See,
One
that-
of our
that's
luck doesn't run out.
Yeah,
That's
that's a sign.
incredible.
That's a good sign.
all right. So, I'm going to assume that Thabagath is at least leaving his animals behind so that they don't, fall victim to the Sindre curse of being incinerated by lightning.
I would like to leave. I would like to leave 5 gold to make sure that the person who runs the tavern actually keeps an eye on our stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk upstairs, rustle through your pouch with your hands tied behind your back to pull out 5 gold, and just kind of hop over, drop it on the counter, turn and ask the receptionist, hey, can you keep an eye on your stuff? And all you get in return is this absolutely confused stare.
You take money, take care of my stuff. Yes, and the
The receptionist raises up 2 fingers, slowly points them. Is this a sex thing, or...?
You
Momo's
just
face
hear
is
the
like,
tips of Carlian's ears go like bright fucking red and just stares directly at the floor.
You know, I
Momo
don't
buries
even know
his
if-
face into Malaphane's back.
to be perfectly frank, I'm not entirely sure whether or not responding no would be worse. Because it certainly looks like it, doesn't it?
I'm gonna put fire on you.
I feel humiliated.
Never letting any of you tie me up ever again, so help me.
Ah, okay, says the receptionist, slowly nodding at Corellian's words.
Don't.
Tremlon raises his tied hands and gives
Don't.
a thumbs up and
Don't
smiles.
put that down. No, put that fucking away. No, absolutely not. Are you behind or in front of Corellian?
Oh, I don't know about that. Trevor is cackling at this point.
Alright, so, eventually, you just turn around and walk away from that whole situation. And you head over towards the largest entrance into the mountains and hills of Myrdeal, and walk inside. Can I get a marching order?
I'll go
Captain Zag is in front.
front.
Cool.
I'll be behind Trevlon.
Wait,
I
you
guess
could be behind Mal if you.
Right, I'm behind Mal.
Right. Oh. So. I guess Thabagath will be last. I suppose I'll be second last, then maybe Treblon, Momo, Malaphane going in back to front order? Question mark, unless anyone has any objections. Good,
No.
good talk.
Good
Yeah.
talk.
No, I think you got it.
Alright.
Logic.
Having successfully been rearranged on the map, you head into the cavernous warrens of the kobolds. As the map slowly loads from JPEG, there we go.
I was trying to say through my cackling. Oh, right, I was muted. I was trying to say through my cackling that Mel should go first because rogue, perception of 19, etc., etc. But oh well.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
well.
are in front.
You are
behind
in front.
Zutzag.
Oh, I thought I was like third or something like.
No.
No, you big silly head.
Yeah, I heard Zutzag should go in front, and then Malaphane in front after that, so that's where I put you.
All right. God, I am so sorry. That caught me way off guard.
No, you're valid. Don't worry about it.
It's all good. I mean, I saw an opportunity based on the order of events, and I took it.
I appreciate it.
Alright.
Oh, and thank you for the bits. Oh, hello.
Thank you for the bits to Storia.
Thank you for the bits, Astoria.
Great.
Does that mean anything?
Yes, it does, but first I must narrate the scene.
Okay.
Alright. You descend as the tunnel narrows, going down a little side tunnel that looks to be not part of the big cave entrance that was there before, and enter a series of warrens. Looking around in the darkness, you hear the shuffling of a lot of kobold feet going down an innumerable number of side tunnels and passages. A couple of kobolds lazily standing guard, shifting position, adjusting equipment. Some crates scattered around, a couple of wooden support beams. It is completely dark in here, so those of you without dark vision, that would be Momo, Trevlon, and Thabagath, cannot see a thing down here. However, you feel a chaotic energy in the air as Zutzag approaches the kobold guard at the head of this series of tunnels. It's time to draw 2 cards.
Who drew last time?
I think it was me.
Shit.
Oh no.
I have a curse when it comes to drawing cards.
Are you drawing 2 cards, or me and you drawing
It's
cards?
you and me.
It's Scott
It's me
and
and you,
Jojo.
buddy.
Yep.
Okay.
We're the dynamic
go.
duo today.
What is that? I've
Alright.
seen it before. I don't remember what it is.
It looks fancy.
That is the courtesan. It is hard to see because the dynamic lighting is cutting it off. I think that doesn't do anything great.
No, I
I am
remember it being.
cursed! I told
I remember
you
it
I'm
being-
cursed!
I remember the courtesan being very mind.
Your
I know what happens.
So speaking of hands tied behind your back, the next time you take a rest, short rest or long rest, you won't have any benefit. Wink wonk.
Thanks,
Because you'll be
Dak.
thinking of other things. Wink wonk.
Wink wonk.
Thanks, Dak.
Wait a minute, I don't get it.
You don't know
I'm
what
not
happens.
gonna ask. I'm not gonna fucking
Look,
ask. Take my card.
just bottom line is the mechanics version is I won't get any benefits of a rest. That's all you need to know.
The lore version is that Mal's gonna be having some fun.
The idiot!
Wink wonk.
Oh hey, it's me!
So Momo,
This time it's me.
the next spell you are going to cast will go awry somehow in a way that is determined by the DM. You say this as you step into the darkness, knowing, hey, you can cast light.
I don't wanna.
Honestly, that's
Yeah.
probably the best spell. Make things go awry,
Yeah,
all
you
things
gotta-
considered.
You're gonna let the prisoners fucking cast light. No, it's stupid.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay,
Alright, fair
then
enough.
I'll take notes for the next time around.
I'm just going to remind you that there are better spells to let that happen to, and then there's Fireball.
I was about to say.
Okay.
Just keep in mind what your next spell cast is.
I will make sure it is minor.
Alright. So those of you who can see, wander through the tunnels. Those of you who can't, go bonk, bonk, bonk against the walls, because they are very narrow.
It's hard.
Ow. Mm-mm.
I'll
Alright.
just sort of like put my hand on like Treblon's shoulders and just sort of like steer him
Ah,
a
ghost.
little bit as well as possible. Just sort of like please go.
Please go. And very slowly you make your way along until Zutzag reaches the first guard, waves. Hello, hi. Yeah, it's me. Hi, I'm Zutzag. You knew that. I'm escorting. I am escorting prisoners. Yes. You get the feeling he is very bad at the deception skill and could probably use some help to pass it off.
Can Trevlon see him?
No, you can't see anything, Trevlon. It's dark.
Would I be able to roll perception to see if I can hear where his voice is coming?
Yeah, go for it. It's very echoey in here because it's a long series of caves and tunnels, but it appears to be coming from about 15 feet ahead of you.
Trevlon points his tied fingers and casts message towards where he thinks Zutzag is.
Actually, I have an idea. Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's already happened. And the message is, remember, we're spies, thieves, assassins. Play it cool. You got this.
Malifane, you hear, remember, we're spies, thieves, assassins. Play it cool, you got this.
You're really gonna make us bumble around in the fucking dark and then stop and talk to everyone we meet? Just get on with it. Fuck.
Alright, Corellian, make a deception check.
Please.
Alright, the kobold Zutzak's talking to rolls his eyes, but doesn't give a response, and Zutzak goes, we are in a incredible hurry, so we need to get moving, and probably can't talk to you or the rest of the guys. Bye, I'll see you later, oh shit, what was your name? And then you just hear, Snorn! Right, of course, how can I forget? Cool! Awesome! It's this way. Come on, prisoners. Who you are? You're prisoners. Yes.
Just get on with this.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right. You slowly make your way down the tunnels. As you do, you as I scroll down to face the rest of them, those of you who can see Zutzak crawl over a boulder so as not to talk to the burly-looking kobold carrying a massive shield that's standing right next to him, smoking some pipe weed. Those of you that don't see in the dark, have fun.
You're being yanked along anyway.
Trevor is sort of quietly whispers, "What's happening? Why is there scuffling? What's happening?"
I have no idea. And what would I have to roll to see if I find this and successfully crawl over it?
Acrobatics check.
Oh no.
You got it, buddy.
I would offer you assistance, but
All right. It's not a very hard check. The only reason that it's even there is because you can't see it, but you tap your foot against something and slowly balance your way across it.
You tap your foot against something. Surprise, it's another dog!
Woof woof.
Arv, arv. Moma kind of leans back. There's a rock, be careful.
Okay.
Corellian just rolls their eyes and boosts Trevelyan up the boulder.
Cool. Acrobatics with advantage.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Ah!
Nice.
Yeah, you don't have any problems, Trevelyan.
Oh, thank God.
As we're going down the hallways, can Malifane, get a good glimpse of anything down the halls?
Sure, make a perception check.
Perception, you got it. Perception. Bam.
The most immediately noticeable thing is that there is, a wooden bridge made of several planks and poles, barely more than a repurposed ladder, connecting two parts of the tunnels over a secondary tunnel that goes below the bridge. You don't see anything specific about either tunnel split, but you see that it's there and it's multi-leveled.
But it's not a long way down.
Not especially. It's like a 10-foot drop.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You continue going down the tunnel. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna try and help Thab up the rock.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Someone
All right.
roll acrobatics with advantage for Thav.
I'll do it. I got my boy
He's
on
the
lockdown.
secondary Thab man.
I'm second
I'm the
Thav.
Thav man. Scooby-Doo-Doo-Bop-Biddy-Doo.
Scott, you have become...
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Now, Jojo. Wow, that's two people at once just making me sad. Cool.
Wait,
I
what?
love you,
Acrobatics.
Walrus.
I was making a joke that your Scatman reference made me sad. It's a joke.
I'm sorry.
I love you.
So that's Thav.
All
There
right,
you go.
that's Thav. Thav goes over.
Hooray.
Hooray, you did the thing. You turn away from the suspension bridge, heading off down another series of tunnels. You look around, yeah, wow, there's a lot of changes in elevation here. You consider yourselves very lucky for not having to fight in this particular environment. Because, clearly, the kobolds would have a natural advantage.
They would, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a horrible feeling we may have to come back here.
I don't doubt it.
Travel and just keep walking.
I mean, what do you mean, come back here? You're prisoners. You're definitely not going to be going out this way. Definitely.
Yeah, we're probably going to get executed.
I was more referring to my corpse, Zutzag.
Just shut up and take us where you need to.
Okay, watch your mouth, please, prisoners. You don't want to hurt my feelings.
Trevelyan whispers, no, I guess not. No, I guess we don't really want to do that.
All right.
Treflon, get closer. What the fuck are you doing? I don't have a disease.
I'm trying to get closer. Dang.
Yeah.
Go faster. We're prisoners,
I think it might be my internet.
Yeah.
My internet might just be bad.
Yeah, just a couple of D&D tokens in the Warrens, 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
I will have you know.
Nice.
We're not getting into that.
All right. Zutzag gives a quick wave to the kobold with the big old tower shield and heads down the corridor. Corellian, you recognize this one as one of the old guards who had captured you back at the ambush that dragged you over to Myrdeal.
I'll look up, recognize the guard, and sort of like embarrassedly look at the floor because once more captured again.
Alright. The guard smiles. As you pass by, you go down another series of tunnels, and eventually lead into this larger cavern environment that has a lot more standing structures in it. Several that look to be made of wood, but others that just seem to be leather tents decorated and painted with a lot of blood. There's also a big campfire in the middle of the area, with several totems around it, and several decorations that look to be painted in the image of a dragon. Surrounding the campfire are several kobolds bowing before it, including one that looks to be clad in half-plate armor with a curved sword in one hand, snorting and chowing down on some mutton. Another winged kobold twitching, looking at the scene. And one smaller kobold covered in copper scales that looks to be examining in his hand a bunch of metal objects that look like junk and whispering to himself in Draconic. You can't quite hear Corellian because as you enter, they all turn up to look at you.
Oh.
I can presumably see Zutzag now, right?
You can see Zutzag. The campfire is lit.
Okay.
Zutzag goes, hi, everyone. We're just, I'm here to drop off the prisoners. Just gonna use the minecart and go. It's gonna be a cramped fit. I blame the big guy. We're gonna be fine. Everything's
Are
fine.
you calling me fat?
All right. And as soon as he speaks, the kobold, the green token, handling the junk, looks up, snaps his head Zutzag's way, tilts his head, and smiles.
Oh dear.
He looks towards his companion, the kobold in half-plate armor. Remind me, how many prisoners did we expect to get? 7, says the other kobold, standing up, swinging his short sword to the side, cleaning it off, and pointing it at all of you. There's no need for that, says Zutzag. They're already tied up. You aren't. It's time to roll initiative.
I see.
Oh no!
Perfect.
Zutzag, you.
I was going to make a quick history check before this. I don't suppose I could do that now, could I?
Go ahead.
I was just curious what the significance, if any, was of the drawings on the tents.
Cool.
1 second, I'll do Thav.
Do you want me to run Thab, I guess?
I can do that.
Okay.
Well,
Okay,
it depends. Do you think that you feel more confident enough?
Just don't forget to rage.
I will this time not.
Mm-hmm.
And use your weapons.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
I got
So-
20. I got a 22.
You got 22. I got add turns. Well, Malifane, you look at the paintings. Though they are obviously crusty colors of, like, red and other blood colors, given that they worship a blue dragon, these are likely meant to be images of Sindre herself. And given the decorations around this place, you'd wager it's some sort of ritual chamber. With a 20 in history, you're going to guess this is one of the places where they built Sindre.
Interesting. Thank you for that. That actually might be of use later. Okay.
Alright. And then, I gotta roll for all these other kobold types. Yay!
Oh boy.
Have this moment to yourself to go get a drink of water, or prepare yourself for dinner.
Prepare for battle! Eventually, whenever you get a chance.
I'm also going to take this time to remind Jojo that they got the idiot card.
I've remembered it. You didn't have to tell me.
Just in
I already
case.
have a plan.
Just in case.
I have a plan.
You have a plan.
Nobody move!
I know what to do.
Nobody move. I know what to do.
I know
Or was it panic? I can't remember the line. Anyways.
Oh, it was panic.
You're
Alright.
right.
I don't want to drag up the guy who got a 5, I want to drag up the 18!
5 automatically succeeds.
Give the man the minute.
Yeah, 5, the fastest number! And then there's 2 more! Yay!
As this is happening, Trevlon points a quick message to Zutzag and says, "How should quiet or
Ah! Says Zutzag.
Wait, what was the question?
quiet or loud?"
Oh.
Oh wait, I didn't click Zutzag's token, fuck!
Okay, real quick, I feel like the most we could do is try and stop the kobolds from getting to us before we can try and run to the mining cart real quick. That
So
we can use that to get to our escape, right?
So what you're saying is make this a seize the objective mission.
Just get to the cart and go.
Yeah, they could also alert other people.
Looks like Fire Emblem will come in handy.
Trick is, we're gonna get followed regardless. Those kobolds behind us, they'll be here if we do big things.
That's true.
That's true. However, if reinforcements are in fact a thing, then it's better to just get to where we need to go rather than trigger more of them. And considering how I got the cortisone, and I'm not going to heal from my next rest,
I mean,
We still have some fun.
yeah, there's also the positives of XP and less people attacking us when the eventual mass finds us.
I must encourage and remind you that we follow a milestone system and not a.
You
Not
kill
a-
the thing, you get reward system.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
know.
making it complicated? Just kill the thing. Kill the people who are trying to kill you. Damn.
I mean, that's fair. True. Do that.
Anyways,
So- Are all the kobolds set and ready?
All the kobolds are ready.
Okay.
Alex, what is louder? Shatter or fireball?
Shatter does thunder damage, it's louder.
Trevlon unravels his cuffs and casts fireball on the armored guy.
Okay.
That one. I'm gonna cast that at level 4, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's just get it. Yeah.
Alright, 36 total damage, amazing. Alright, so, he has made the save, but it is a 20-foot radius. So, hold on, let me try and get an effect up, because if I do, it's going to be awesome, and if I don't, I'm going to be very sad.
Wait a minute, 20-foot radius, that means...
No, it's not going to hit us. Trust me, I thought about that.
Ooh, that effect.
Yeah. Boom! I mean, it's still a fireball, so he looks very, very charred. But he stands up and looks angry. His cohorts! I think that's going to hit all of them! So here we frickin' go. I'm not even going to roll for these scrawny-looking worshipping kobolds. They don't have enough HP to tank it. Boom, 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 boom! Alright. But we'll see if the winged one does. No, he is incinerated in a jet of fire.
Oh, fuck!
And, the junk shaman. The junk shaman has made the save.
That's fair.
You know what? I basically killed over half of them, so...
Welcome to Fireball.
Welcome to
Ellie
Fireball!
just like leans forward and you hear in your ear Trevlon.
Holy fuck.
I'm not bothering with this. Let's do this. I'm
No, that
sick
was-
of being...
Impressive.
Try to make it that.
Alright. Is that your turn, Chevlon?
I think I feel safer in a group, so yes.
Alright. The junk shaman, as the smoke clears, you hear this whir and pull of some magnets as several metal scraps swoosh into the smoke cloud created by the fireball. And when the smoke clears, you see that he is wearing a suit of magical junk-based armor. Then he taps his a junk staff on the ground, and you hear as several tiny knives fly out of one of the tents.
I see.
And they're gonna fly at the group.
Oh!
You know what? I don't feel that this is necessarily overpowered fireball anymore. This feels reasonable.
Alright, Trevlon, that is one hit to you for 4 damage, 4 piercing damage. Whoosh! 1 flies for Zutzag. That's a hit to Zutzag for 8 piercing damage. Whoosh! 1 for Corellian. That is a miss to Corellian. It tings against Corellian's shield. Another one, however, flies for Corellian. This one hits for 5 piercing damage.
Yikes.
Another one, natural 1. It embeds itself in a totem.
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. Alright, knife delivery from Alphane! Thump!
Wait, what?
Knife delivery from Alphane. That's 5
okay.
piercing damage.
Okay.
Knife delivery for Trevlon. That is 7 piercing damage. Knife delivery for Thavagath misses. Knife delivery for Zutzag. Zutzag just barely ducks under this one. Knife delivery for Momo. That's a hit
Dang it.
for 6 piercing damage. Now you see the genius of my designs, says the junk shaman, cackling madly as junk just flies all around you, cutting at you. Malifane, it's your turn.
You know what? I'm gonna fire an arrow, not necessarily at them, but at their feet, because smoke bomb.
Cool.
So let's see. I need to look at the effect again. I'm sorry. Bio. You can use one action and expend 1 charge to fire an arcane arrow. Lands at point within range and emit a cloud of smoke. 20-foot radius. Oh, excellent. Okay. So I'm gonna fire right about. Yeah, this is good. Right here.
Cool. All right.
Do I need? So I don't. Do I need to roll anything or?
Let me double check it and copy paste it into the chat so that the Twitch chat can see. All right. Smoke bomb. All right. One round after it lands, so it'll stay there, and then at the start of your next turn, burst into a cloud of smoke.
Alright, so I don't necessarily need to fire anything, or I don't need to roll anything then.
You don't. You just fire it there. Because unlike flour, this is designed to be shot from an arrow.
In that case, I'm going to, just for flavor text, I'm going to, as I fire it, I'm going to intentionally make it look like I made a terrible shot.
Mm-hmm.
Just to, throw them off guard.
Oops, didn't mean to, T.
Ha! Typical non-kobold idiocy! Says the junk shaman. Alright. It is Zutzag's turn. He's going to duck under these knives, which he can do, because they don't have attacks of opportunity.
Nice.
Kisses.
Last thing he heard was get to the cart, so he's just gonna clamber in the cart.
Please don't go without us.
Alright. Yeah, he's holding down the fort.
You're the man. Zutzag.
The armored kobold snarls, twirls his sword, and goes marching over towards Treblon.
E.
He's going to raise that sword and start hacking away. That is a hit for 4 slashing damage. Then he's going to go for a backswing. Backswing also hits. 7 slashing damage. That is his turn as he bangs the short sword against the shield. Any more bright ideas, Half-Man?
Not necessarily from me, but this guy might want to have a... As rears into an ugly rage and basically goes to kick the hell out of this guy with Spider's Edge.
I don't suppose it would be too much to ask him to back into his original, or closer to where the arrow was, would you?
You know what? That actually is an idea. I think Thav is going to try and basically whack that guy further away with the blunt edge of Spider's Edge. Basically just try and launch him. Would that be a strength check?
That would be a strength check, yes.
Strength check. Bada bing.
Bada bing. That's a strength save.
Well, crap. Yeah. Nice.
He made the save. This man is wearing some very heavy armor for a kobold and stands his ground. That was your action.
Fair.
Hold on a second. Rage gives you advantage on strength checks. Roll again.
Hey! There we go.
Yes!
Alright, that is just enough to beat his score and knock him a foot or so back. Not a foot or so back,
That's
5
fair.
feet back. Yep.
That is just within the radius.
Okay,
I know what I'm gonna do.
great.
So I'm going to cast I'm going to cast light on the armored kobold to try and distract him and scare him.
Great.
So I jump up and bop him on the snout.
Alright, as you do, this blinding burst of light shoots out. I'm going to need everyone to make wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom saving throw.
You got a +4 if you're in my radius.
Which all of you are.
Sweet.
18.
16.
Oh.
Alright,
+4.
12.
cool. And then Walrus is BRBing, so let's roll for Trevlon and Tevga.
I'll roll for Thav.
Cool.
Where are you? I'm sorry.
Do you need me to roll Treblon?
Just roll Trevlon. Okay. I don't know why that was with advantage, but I'll take the 20.
Yeet.
Everyone but Momo senses dark magic in the air and averts their eyes. Momo, you don't in time as the light bang! Blind goes directly into your eyes. You are blinded for a solid minute.
Momo
That's
kind of like
forever.
grabs his eyes and just like falls to the floor.
Out of character, still not the worst thing that could have happened.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy that I did that.
You're
What about,
lucky
like,
that
did
you
it
had
affect
the
you?
+4.
Yeah, did it affect the other 2 kobolds?
No.
That's okay.
Also, you realize a round is 6 seconds, right?
Mm-hmm.
A minute.
It's 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Fuck me!
That's okay. It's okay.
Alright. Unfortunately, by averting your eyes from this kobold, you have disadvantage on all attacks to him. Everyone does, by the way.
I
Corellian!
hate myself.
Great. Exceptional. I fucking hate everything. Well, this guy is the most... Well, he's the most present amount of... Actually, hold on. Tell you what. I am going to... Yeah, I think I'm going to use my action... No, I suppose I'll take care of this kobold, sorry. There's a lot going on that needs my attention. I'm going to move over here, and I am going to take a few swings at our kobold in the armor friend. So just... And because of pack tactics, I'll have normal normal things, yes.
First attack is gonna hit.
Cool. I'll do a smite on that first attack, so let me do a 2d.
Alright. You drive your war pick into the kobold's back, approximating where it is, and wanting to get rid of the blinding light that means you can't even look at him, channel some radiant energy of your own through the attack, frying the kobold.
Everyone,
is
get into the fucking cart!
Alright. So, Trevlon is still BRBing, but said Trev's action is to run to the cart!
Good.
Whee! Cool. Alright. The junk shaman twirls his staff, and this one knife, it needs to de-embed itself from the totem. It's not doing anything else this turn. The rest are gonna get stabby. Push! One goes for Trevlon. That's a natural 20 on Trevlon. That is 10 piercing damage to Trevlon. Yeah. Another one is going to go for Momo. Whoosh! That's a hit. 6 piercing damage to Momo.
Ouchies.
Yeah. Another one boom, flies for Corellian. That's a hit to Corellian. It catches you in the side for... for 7 piercing damage. Whoosh. Another one goes for Malifane. That's a miss to Malifane. You duck out of the way of this one.
You're a good boy.
One goes for Thavagath. That's a miss to Thavagath. Another goes for Thavagath. That's a hit to Thavagath. Fell off the table. That is 8 piercing damage to Thavagath.
Would that be halved? Since he's raging.
Yes, since he's raging, it would be 4 total. And then, thump, another one flies for Trevlon. That's a hit to Trevlon. 7 piercing damage. And thump, one goes for Malifane. That's a hit.
Oof.
8 piercing damage.
I'll just uncanny dodge that then.
Cool.
So 53. So that's 4 damage. Okay.
Alright. And then following all this, the Junk Shaman twirls his staff again and points it at the party, and you see, oh shit, that looks kinda similar to the flamethrower Omarin has, as a jet of flame whooshes forward and strikes Momo, Corellian, Malifane, and Thavagat, since they're all in a cone.
Oh!
So, it hit all of you for its full damage.
Oh.
Wow!
Unhappiness noise.
2 fire damage!
Okay.
He's in a hurry, okay?
Yeah. The Junk Shaman looks up, looks at the staff, shakes it a little bit.
What was that?
It was supposed to be an awesome flamethrower like the one I built for our great queen, but no, apparently someone skipped on the damn Blackwater!
Well, you know where there's smoke.
The queen.
You know where there's smoke, there's fire.
3 pun damage.
Oh, I'm fully aware, and I will happily accept that. I'm just waiting for the wait what, and then.
And then, poof! There is a heavily obscured cloud of smoke around the Junk Shaman. And also, I think, around Corellian, because now Corellian is in the area. Let me just draw out the approximate area where it is, and... Whee! Circle!
Wow. Can't see shit.
Great!
Right, so.
Now what?
I don't think it takes a genius to figure out what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm. Run for the cart! Run for the cart!
Run!
Go, 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 go!
And, I don't know how much help this is going to be, but fuck it, I'm gonna offer some encouraging words to Momo to say, you can do it! You can still see! It's okay! Can't? Oh well, here's some master of tactics, I guess.
You know what would really help? If you fucking picked me up.
I'm going to remind you, strength modifier of negative one.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what? When you say that, I go,
Alright. Zutzag, looks around and is like, okay, you look pretty bad, just follow the sound of my voice, it'll be fine!
Sobbing. Unhappiness noise.
Thavagat!
I grab board and I run!
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna have him take an action to dash so that he can actually make it with board.
With board. Excellent.
Blurred.
Do I need to roll anything? Like strength or something?
No. Momo is light enough and Thavagat is strong enough that he is used to picking up Momo.
I grab board and I run.
Whee! Excellent. Momo, you still can't see.
Almost just crying.
It's only a minute. We'll be out.
My eyes hurt back. Don't be a bitch.
Ooh.
What is that I am hearing sound of much complaining?
I'm sorry your eyes can't handle heat.
Alright, and then... Corellian, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I cough and head towards the cart.
Great! Alright, it is very cramped in there. As Zutzak sees you approach, he scrambles out of the cart and holds onto the side, because otherwise there's no way all of you are going to fit in.
Man.
Wait! Scott talking. Make sure Thav is in the back.
Alright. That's actually going to be very helpful for me, because I need to arrange how you're seated in this minecart.
Okay.
Lightest in the front, heaviest in the back.
Cool.
Alright. Yeah.
Aerodynamics. Work your thing.
Alright.
Go!
So, Zutzag is off to the side because that's going to be safe. Alright. Lightest would be Trevlon and Momo, because Corellian's the one wearing heavy-ass armor.
Yeah.
It's like half my body weight is the armor.
Zoop. Thavagath, easily the heaviest, because he's big.
Yep.
Yeah.
Malifane and Corellian probably somewhere in the middle.
That's fair. Zotzek?
Zutzag's hanging on to the side. It's cramped on that fucking thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Can I grab his arm to make sure he stays in the cart?
Sure. Let me put it this way. The cart token I have looks like it can seat 6 people. It can seat 4, and the only reason it can seat the party is because so many of you are small size.
Hey.
Yeah, Crowley holds on to Zutzag as much as possible.
Great. And so, you shove off on the minecart.
Hey.
Hey! Get
I'm
back.
sensing deja vu.
Now this chase scene actually is on several minecart tracks.
Excitement.
Is everybody okay?
Am I still blind?
You are still blind. I'll say in about 20 more seconds you'll get your eyesight back.
I can't see. He's rubbing his eyes constantly.
Just hang in there, Momo.
Alright, just so you know, in case we need to switch tracks, our best chances would be hitting switches along the tracks or getting this thing to jump.
There are switches?
Yeah, a couple. They're gonna go by really fast. I don't know exactly where they are.
We'll have to time it just right then.
Alright. And eventually, Momo, you get your eyesight back in time to see that you are clanking down a minecart and going down the track.
Woohoo!
Alright.
Zutzag, I'll keep you steady. Just keep an eye out behind us.
Okay, sounds good! And then you get to a wider part of the tunnel with 2 adjacent cart tracks on either side of you. And you hear clank, 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 clank. So about keeping an eye out, there's some more guys coming.
Thanks.
Oh no!
Alright. And then with a whoosh, more kobolds in another minecart go on the opposite track in hot pursuit and start readying guns. Hey, guess what? It's a new map, so new initiative!
Oh man.
Oh. That is not a good initiative.
Alright.
I'm so good at initiative, guys.
You're the best at initiative.
I don't think I've rolled above a 10 initiative for the past, 5 combats. So.
That's incredible.
This is an awfully quiet chase sequence.
It is. I need to switch the music first.
Oh no! They're behind us!
Yeah. Hey, smartass. Let me just put the initiative in order first, and then I can put in the damn chase scene music.
1, 2!
Fuck up, Scott.
Y'all are so proud of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Alex.
Welcome. We're rolling initiative again. It's a chase scene. Minecarts, go.
Okay.
Rolling initiative again?
For
Yeah.
me,
For
Oh,
the
okay,
man who
okay.
just came
'cause
back.
I just got here because I've been away. Yerk. That's
Nice.
Trev. And
Not bad.
where's my boy? Where's my other boy? My big boy. Here's my big boy. Just-
I played Thavagath for you after you left.
Oh, you've broken my heart. Except no, you haven't, because that's very fair. Have you actually rolling for Thav's initiative though?
Yes.
Yes.
Do it.
Do
It's
it.
a new dawn, a new day, a new map.
Oh, right, shit. I was confused there. 1 second. Have it,
You want me to do it?
I got it. Yeah.
Oh.
I should have done it.
Don't blame me. Blame the big man.
I blame
Welcome to the We Suck at Rolling Initiative Club.
Also known as We Don't Pay Attention.
Guys, I warned you! What's the issue here?
We are very slow.
We're slow on the uptake.
Yeah, that's why
Says
we're taking
the
the
man.
carts, I guess.
Yeah.
We are very slow, says the one of 2 characters in this campaign with 40 speed.
I'm slow. Never mind.
Alright. Zutzag sees the approaching cart, reaches into his belt, pulls out a pistol, and is going to fire at the cart's wheels to try and slow it down. That is a miss with 1 shot.
Damn.
He spins the pistol, doing a 1-hand reload. He rolled the exact same thing. Ding, ding. Yeah, he's trying to hit a small moving target while hanging from a minecart. Not happening. He's not having a good day. The kobolds speed up their cart. And they're going to open fire on, first Corellian. That's a hit on Corellian. A bullet strikes Corellian in the shoulder for 2 piercing damage. And then the other one is going to go for Zutzag. That is... just barely a miss on Zutzag, because it goes ting and lands against the side of the minecart. Trevlon is once again BRB'd, as tends to happen now, I guess.
It's okay.
So,
it might be 20 minutes given the pattern of Trevlon's BRBing, so...
Who else has access to his?
I do. I could take a look and see what he may or may not do. If you don't mind me doing so very quickly.
Go ahead.
Go ham.
also, I don't know if this is important or not right now, but I at least can see everyone's HP bars, so...
Trevlon will cast Vicious Mockery on probably the lead kobold, I suppose.
Alright. Cool. I'm not going to even pretend to think of what Trevlon will say because it's probably incredibly lame.
Probably, honestly. And then he will give Bardic Inspiration to Malifane.
Oh.
Alright. So, the kobold failed his vicious mockery against Trevlon. So, he pulls out a spear and is going to hurl it at Trevlon because he's not in range to melee.
He gets if it works, it gets disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes. So
Alright. Cool. I thought it was disadvantage against anyone who's not Trevlon.
If the target can hear you, it must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or take D4 and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next.
So it doesn't even matter if it's towards Trevlon, it's just generally.
Yes, I believe that's what it says.
Just
I'm
in general.
insulted for
I
him.
presume it's correct.
Cool. Alright, it hit anyway.
Oofed. Good shot.
Yeah, you're lucky it had disadvantage because it rolled a natural 20 with its other one.
Hey.
Alright. Thump! A spear hits you in the side and knocks you to the edge of the minecart, Trevlon, as you go sailing down. You take 6 piercing damage.
Ow.
Alright. Malifane, it is your turn.
Right. I want to try and actually kind of apply one of the vials of oil to the wheels to try and grease them up and make them go a little faster.
Okay, sure, yeah. Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand, you got it. Hey.
Hey! Alright, with a 23, even though it's not oil of slipperiness, you do manage to get a little bit of distance between you and the kobolds.
I don't know if... No, wait, I do have a bonus action. So I'm going to offer the next person in line, so Momo, take some encouraging words. You can do it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I am going to cast Toll the Dead on the main kobold right here.
Alright, I'm going
Can
to
I do
change the
that?
music because this isn't as fast paced as I was hoping. Also, go for it.
Ooh.
That's only if they fail to save.
Dang it. Please fail.
Fail.
Please perish.
Because you said please, he fails.
Nice.
That's exactly how it works.
That's so nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's very considerate as a boom rings through the air, catching up with you even as you go careening down a minecart track at top speed. And the lead kobold's not looking so good. Alright. Cool. Thabagath, it is your turn.
Do you want to keep playing, George?
No, you can go for it.
Fan
I
bloody.
just like doing his voice, and I know his personality pretty well.
I understand that. Has Thav used both of his spell slots today? Because I don't know if he has.
He's used neither.
I mean, it's okay. Cool. I guess Thav would firstly. Is Cure Wounds a bonus action? Let's see. Is it bonus
No,
or
it's
is
not.
it just...
Cure Wounds is an action.
Okay. I think Thav. I think, as playing as Thav, I think that would be a goal in the offensive. So I think he would toss a. Try and toss a spear into one of the wheels of the or the javelin, I should say, into the wheels of the minecart. Try and slow it down.
Cool. Javelin attack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright. Unlike Zutzag, you are able to jam a javelin in there, and it crunches under the wheel with a ka-chunk. Gonna make a save for the minecart to see if it continues on. No, it's slowed down.
Nice.
Alright. Corellian.
Corellian keeps a firm hold on Zutzag with one hand or one claw, and then sort of like reaches back behind them and sort of thwaps Trevlon on the shoulder and expends 10 points of lay on hands.
Nice.
You get healed for 10.
Nice.
Oh, please don't scare me like that again.
Alright. It goes back to Zutzag's turn, and he is once more going to try and get the minecart off your tail by shooting it. That is a hit. Chung! And minecart makes a saving throw. It fails. It slides backwards.
Wow.
The second one is a miss, unfortunately. Alright.
That is okay.
As you keep on sailing down the minecarts and they curve off to the side, you hear a ding 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 and see a track switch up ahead. It will be an action from any of you to jump to another cart path using the track switch. You can also try jumping manually with team athletics checks.
What should we do? Mal, you think you could try and switch?
I'll give it a shot.
Alright. The kobolds are going to use their turn to speed up.
Oh. Hello.
Gotta go fast.
Trevlon!
Trevlon sort of scowls at the fact that they're speeding up, aims his pipes, blows, and casts a gigantic shatter on the minecart's back wheels over here.
Alright.
Actually, it would actually be here, and that would reach it.
Yeah, that would.
Put it there. So, it's metal, right?
Yeah, uh-huh. So disadvantage on that
it's gonna
saving
do
throw.
Yeah. Here you go, guys. Enjoy this. I hope you like it.
Cool. It made the saving throw.
That's a good minecart.
Yeah, that's pretty sturdy design. As a piercing sound briefly whistles through the air. And, so it blows one of the kobolds out of the minecart and he goes tumbling out with a dunk, 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 dunk. Yeah. The lead kobold does not seem all that bothered by the noise and just scoffs at the other one as he falls out. Yeah, he's not getting up from that. He's not going to be in Rush Hour 3.
Okay, good. I was about to shoot him.
I should also say that if you miss the saving throw for shatter, it's a half a die.
Yes.
Yeah. So that'd be 5.
5 damage. I counted that for both the cart and the lead kobold.
Man, you are on point as usual, my dude. No.
All right. So,
Speaking of the lead kobold.
speaking of the lead kobold, it's his turn. He is going to go get another spear and try to jam it under your cart's wheels. All right. First attack is a miss. Second attack hits. You hear a crunch. But you luckily manage to speed on despite all this, even though your cart is listing a little.
Sorry.
Carillion, is it possible to fix on the fly, or is that gonna be a no?
You see the most withering look come from Corellian. Now
You
I
can
want to
certainly
keep my
try,
claws.
says Zag, still hanging on to the side of the minecart.
I think we both want to keep our claws at Zag.
Okay! Malphane, you're up.
How far is the switch?
It will be this turn or you miss it, basically.
Right, I'm going to hit the switch then.
Chunk! And your cart switches tracks and jumps to this side. I would
Nice.
move it all the way over there, but then that would get you off screen.
That is understandable.
Alright.
Should I off? I don't know who. You know what? It's a free action. Well, not a free action. It's free assistance. I'm gonna offer it to Momo again.
Yeah. It's free real estate.
Basically.
Okay. I am going to... I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire around their minecart.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And once
Oh.
They're just gonna run into that.
Blessings on us all. Holy shit.
Okay.
What was that?
You are.
excitement, shut up! Don't excitement for burning!
Great.
They're in danger.
Alright. The cart's going at such a speed that they immediately just whoosh through it and take the damage straight up as the wall of fire
Oh my God.
goes behind them. Yeah. The kobold that had the gun, not the lead kobold, is straight up incinerated. We're going to see if this guy makes the save. He does not. Boom! All you see is a flaming cart and no bodies in it.
Way to go, Momo!
Ouch. I mean, on the one hand, oof. On the other hand, hey, they're away from us. We don't have to deal with it.
I just kind of like hold my head in my hands. I can't believe I just did that.
If I didn't know any better, I'd swear you're a phoenix.
Momo kind of like looks up and then looks at Malphane. Phoenix.
Alright. It is Thavagat's turn.
Thav looks to Malphane and says, "You hit target? You need help?"
Sorry,
I
I-
already. Never mind.
Navagath, make sure I don't
yeah.
go overboard.
Yes, Thavagath would like to make sure that Corellian doesn't go overboard and would like to give him an advantage in the repair.
Corellian is going to roll their eyes and begrudgingly attempt to make the cart go at least a little better.
Smith's tools.
Smith's tools!
Dexterity.
I don't have a thing for those, so I'm just gonna roll dexterity.
Cool.
Oh!
Dunk, 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 dunk! Your Smith's tools go sailing down the cart, and you are now hanging off the side, Thavigeth holding onto you, as you're holding on to Zutzag.
You should probably come up for air, so to speak.
Yes!
Yeah,
Thank you.
That would help, says Zutzag, his legs kicking in the air.
Bacon, go for it, take my place, go on.
Alright, Zutzag holsters his pistol, clambers up the mine, and hoists himself up onto the cart, leaving you, the one hanging on the side. Alright, you hear rattle, 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 whoosh, as another cart comes rolling in from behind you.
Oh, fucking hell.
Who is it now?
It's another team of kobolds, but I deleted the token, so I'm going to have to re-add their turns. I think they were 17 and 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Get off the cart so I can click add turn, damn it.
They just start tumbling down again.
Uh-huh. They just
Weirdly,
get
they
out of the
are
cart and sprint at you.
Speaking of Phoenix, look who came back from the ashes.
You're
Alright.
lucky you're so far away from me.
Bold of you to assume that was Malafane talking.
1 pun damage.
Excuse me, bold of you to assume that was Malafane talking.
You're lucky you're so far
You're lucky
4
you're
more
from
pun
another
damage.
hands.
I'll just slap myself.
Alright.
Big slip.
Cool. The kobolds fart. I said the kobolds fart. My god, I'm a professional.
Alex!
Nice.
Ting, 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 ting. They rush forward and ram the back of your cart. Alright, so you cannot speed up the cart this turn. You are interlocked fighting these kobolds.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
Cool. Trevlon.
I'm happy in this noise.
Trevlon, again, points a flute at them, says, "Piss off," and shatters it once more. This time at level 3.
Ooh!
Alright,
He does it here.
the cart failed.
Yeah.
So with a... You hear a bang! And this shower of metal explodes. That cart is gone.
What about
And
the kobolds?
the kobolds, well, these two are dead. And this guy doesn't have a method of transportation, so he's basically out.
Wait,
Buddy.
Zutzag! Zutzag! Shoot the guy that fell!
He's done.
As you say this,
Alive!
as you say this, Zutzak turns to you, his eyes widen. And he doesn't, as the kobold just tumbles away.
Mama, sometimes it's good to just let a person not die. I understand, scared. Let's not get killed by people. But if they're done, and they're not going to be a threat, don't bother.
What if they got away?
And so many more of them have in the past. It's okay.
Well, what if they alert others?
If they're not already alerted.
We'll take care of it when that time comes.
Yeah, we're in deep.
Alright. Malafane, currently there's no one pursuing you. Anything you want to do to help scout ahead for the rest of the chase?
Is there a way I can perceive anything that's, up ahead?
Perception.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Perception. Ah.
Alright. You scout ahead. It looks like coming up, the cavern with the minecarts opens up. So the tracks are not, in fact, along the ground along a rocky tunnel. They instead hang over a massive cavern of lava.
In other words, jump.
Well, there are still complete tracks. The one you were on isn't a complete track. You can stay on this track to sail over the lava. It's just what's coming up in the environment ahead of you.
Okay, so basically, as long as we stay on the track that we're currently on, we should be fine. The one that we were on is going to end. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Guys, stay on the path we're on. We'll be good.
You got it.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Momo, you want to do anything?
Keep an eye out.
Cool.
Like, yeah.
Abagath, you want to do anything?
I suppose speed us up, maybe? Just get us there faster?
Athletics check.
Cool. There we go. Athletics. He's good at this.
I did say you couldn't speed up this turn because the cart was there, so I'll just say you toss scrap metal away so that you're not tangled up in the remains of a exploded minecart.
Seems.
Corellian, how's it hanging?
Is it possible for the DM to actually take pun damage?
I have infinite HP.
Fuck it, loser. Yeah, I suppose I will. First off, how is Zutzag looking?
Make an insight check.
Sure, give me a moment, please.
As soon as Momo mentioned shooting the kobold, his eyes widened and he started stammering. I think he's been thrown off his game.
Oh.
How's he looking health-wise?
Health-wise, medicine check.
Okay, give me a moment for that too.
Cool.
Take advantage. I still have my medicine bag, so the
Okay,
healing
sure.
thing.
Well, that's to check injuries and not treat them. Zutzag looks fine.
Okay, in that case, Crawling will sort of, like, scrabble their, like, other arm over the side of the minecart and sort of, like, try and wedge themselves so they're not gonna get thrown off. And they sort of, like, look up at Zutzag. Zutzag. Zutzag! Zutzag! Look at me.
Yeah?
It's fine. Don't listen to them. You're doing great. Alright?
Okay. Okay, yeah. Doing great.
Got it.
Doing great. We're all fine.
Got it.
We're all fine. Whoosh, you sail out into the open cavern over the pit of lava. We're fine. Where you need to get in here now. He's going to try and pull you up and take your place. All right. With an athletics of that. Luckily, he's trained in it, so he does manage to pull you onto the cart unless he wants to not be there.
It's possible to be trained in cart wrangling?
In athletics.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Yes, I will allow him to pull me up into the cart, but I won't allow him to go out of the cart into the lava. If anything, I will hold him on my lap, so help. He's not going over the lava.
As he tries to get room in the cart for you all to stand, you just yank him back into this impossibly cramped cart. You now have disadvantage on all checks as long as someone's not over the side.
Just don't move for a bit.
Bridget, trying to do the opposite. Thank you.
And then, from an opposite side minecart, whoosh!
Oh god.
Coming in the opposite direction is the Junk Shaman and two of his friends. The Junk Shaman's got a range attack, but they don't. They're busy piloting the cart, so I'm only gonna roll initiative for him. Great!
Hey!
Dumbass.
Silly Billy.
Trick off one kid.
Really?
What a little dumbass.
Alright. Cool! The Acolyte kobolds aren't gonna do anything. They can't. Trevlon!
Okay, Trevlon sees cards, believes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and casts Shatter, this time at level 2, because I've already used like 2 of my level 3 spell slots, and I'm running dry.
Alright. Both of those saves failed. Chunk, chunk! The cart looks like it is barely hanging on. Acolytes are dead. The kobold shaman looks pretty badly hurt, but he just looks up, grins. You can see there's a little bit of oil dripping from his mouth. Found the Blackwater!
Oh no! Oh no!
Malifane!
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn him into a pincushion. Excuse me one moment.
Don't forget you have Bardic Inspiration.
Noted. Short
I gave
bow.
him Bardic Inspiration, by the way.
Cool.
How did that do?
That's a hit.
That was without Bardic Inspiration.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Oh!
You manage to find a hole in the junk armor and strike. He looks very, very badly wounded, but he's not dead.
Found the pincushion.
Alright. The kobold turns, and as he races past you on the minecart, he points the staff at the tracks you're on and fires a gout of flame. That's a hit to everyone.
Oh no!
Hell's bells.
So that's 10 fire damage to everyone.
Yisk.
And also, the minecart track you're on is on fire.
Oh no!
I'm on fucking fire!
Who is this?
That was a very good question.
There he goes!
Wait. Ah, dang it! Can I do one last thing while he's like zooming away?
It is your turn, so go ahead!
I want to cast fireball on him.
I heard an
Keep in mind the radius.
Are we? Okay. Can
want
I
you to-
cast another wall of fire on him?
You can cast Wall of Fire if you would prefer to not blow yourself up too.
Yeah, I don't wanna kill everybody I like. I'll just cast wall of fire.
Thank you.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
Whoosh! You don't see any more junk shaman. You don't even see any more carts.
That was a lot.
Impressive. One more question. What do we do about this?
Move it!
Skeleton looks-
Crack, crack, crack! The track starts giving way beneath you. Thavagas, what do you do?
Move it to the
Lean forward.
not for like to a different track, right?
You need to jump across
Thought
to
we
the
were
track
trying to
that
outspeed.
You need to jump across to the track that the junk shaman was on, because the middle track
Jump.
ends. Athletics.
Yes. How would I need to roll to jump it?
Athletics.
Athletics. We all need to roll athletics.
Here we go.
Well, Thavagas was able to do it by himself that one time.
Oh,
so.
come on!
Cool. All right.
We've got wings.
I do have wings.
Corellian, athletics.
Athletics.
I'll roll for Thavagas.
I already did that, didn't I?
Oh, you
I was
did?
Yeah, that athletics is 8.
All right.
I'm gonna suck at this, but
Yeah, me too, thanks.
No, that's enough.
That was with advantage. Jeez.
Hold, please. As the tracks start crumbling, Thavagas leans backward. Corellian helping him out, dragging Zutzag with him, and then runs forward with a loud bang! And whoosh, the cart sails through the air, lands on the center track, bam! Starts skidding along it, and then its momentum carries it over the side, leaning to one side, and with another bam! You land on the rightmost track. I think I just peed a little, says Zutzag.
Yeah, we'll not mention it at all.
I found
Yeah, it will
fluids
be
that I didn't know
forgiven.
I had.
I discovered a new color. Fear.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Alright. You sail down the rightmost track as it goes down into a side corridor. As I move over that particular map. Come on.
Oh
Come on.
my god.
Whoosh.
Whoa!
You
Holy
Yeah.
shit,
roll
this is
down
so
the-
cool!
You roll down this track, down what looks to be a vein of gold.
Whoa!
This is amazing.
This is incredible!
Yeah, this is where the prisoners mine for gold.
Oh,
You know, idea of slavery certainly made this place a little bit less fun. Weird.
Mm-hmm. Chunk, chunk, chunk. The minecart slowly goes down the tracks. You can see there's a place where you can break it to stop and go down a side passage, but Zutzag is not doing that. He looks forward directly.
Where are we going, mate?
At the end of the tracks would be the prison.
and that's where we're going.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Glad we're still on the same page about that.
What's down that side passage?
Just about to ask that.
Zutzag looks over.
That would be Sindre's lair.
Yeah, good call.
I don't know
Yeah,
about
skip
you
it,
all.
skip it!
Let me just make a little bit more room, and Crowley will sort of like ease their way to like sort of hang on to the side so there's more room inside the car.
You try. You try.
I try.
As this is happening, Trevor would like to cast a healing word at level 3.
Actually, before you do that, okay.
I just did it, so...
Mass healing word for everybody. It's
Yay.
healing time.
How much is
I
it?
also would like to cast
4.
Mass Healing
4.
Word.
Stop doing.
Level 3. Ha!
Cool.
Yeah.
Eat my healing.
All right. Slowly but surely, the cart grinds to a stop behind several other carts that look to be laden with several rocks.
Is there? You said. They said he. Zutzeg said that this was around where the prisoners were mining for the gold, right?
Yes.
Does there appear to be anyone around here at the moment?
It looks to be just you.
I was going to say, if we're going to progress any further, maybe this would be a good opportunity to take a small rest.
Probably wise.
Are you sure
Do we
she's
have-
doing it that close to Sindre's lair?
Never know. Maybe there's one place they'll never expect.
Yeah, that close to the tracks that people can just zoom on by on.
Point taken. Let's go and hide somewhere.
All right, where are you going?
Towards the prison.
Yeah.
Great.
I
All right.
suppose that's.
That is down the tracks. And as Zutzag walks along, he stops, turns back.
Are we still going with the You're My Prisoners story?
Do you think the people down there will know?
He shrugs.
That concerns me.
We go in
This
expecting the worst. Got it.
Great.
Your knots should be loose enough. If anything comes.
You're not
You're
supposed to
so-
be off, so...
Yeah,
Oh, right.
we cast those off a long time ago. Well, thank you, Zutzag. You've been doing a good job.
Yes.
Yeah, I go up to
think I'm
Zutzag and I like put my hand on his shoulder. Don't worry, you've been doing a great job so far. We can get through this.
Okay. Yeah, great.
And he takes in a
Hey.
deep breath
He's so good. I love
and
him.
heads off towards the prison.
Yay!
And that's where we're going to end this session.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you all for tuning in. It has been a whole lot of fun. Minecart chase sequences! I was looking forward to that!
It was so awesome.
It was
This was
great.
fun.
Yeah, who knows? There might be more. There's a lot of mines in here.
Noted.
Noted.
Perhaps.
Alright. We will see you all next week on Fallen Empires for a prison break. Until then, take care. Thursday is... I don't think it's going to be Cursed Throne. There's some attendance issues. There's going to be some bonus stream there instead. And I know Darby was going to try and stream something someday. We will let you know on social media. Bye-bye!
Yes.
Bye.
Later, guys. Love you.